Now, they say patience is a virtue, and the people we're going to tell you about next certainly prove that. They all share the same hobby, and some of them have worked for decades to be the best at what they do.
Well, this weekend, the country's top engineering model makers are putting the fruits of their labour on display. And even if you don't share their enthusiasm for miniature machines, you have to admire their dedication. Andy Bevan reports.
Trains and boats and planes, goes the old Dionne Warwick song, are passing by. Well, at the Midlands Model Engineering Exhibition, they're staying put, until Sunday anyway. This year is the event's 40th anniversary, with over 1,000 models on show from more than 35 clubs and societies, all converging on the Warwickshire Exhibition Centre near Leamington Spa.
A person wants to create something, wants to say that I built that, or that that's my hobby and I enjoy it, and it's a very, very dedicated hobby. So many of the people here today have probably been coming for the last 40 years.
The star of the show is this, a 10 1/4 gauge scale model of the locomotive Ypres, built by David Simpkins from Colville in Leicestershire. He's following in his father and brother's footsteps, and it's taken him 12 years to complete it.
Back in 1901, Frank Hornby invented Meccano to be more than just a toy. Over a century later, it's still around, and it's played a part in some of British engineering's greatest achievements.
One of the things is that the Mini, a lot of the initial work on the Mini was built in Meccano, because Isigonis was a Meccano boy. And in fact, when he retired, one of the presentations from the company was a number 10 Meccano set.
True, this is the age of the iPad and the games console, but there are youngsters who still like the satisfaction of a hands-on hobby, like making a go-kart with your dad.
It took quite a long time, but afterwards we started racing it and we had a lot of fun there. A lot.
And here's another myth exploded. Model making isn't just for men. This family firm has been supplying construction kits at the show for 17 years, and it's women doing the selling, both here in person and day to day over the phone.
A lot of the guys do like to speak to a woman, and they can kind of relate to, their wives sitting in the background, and we kind of encourage the wives, to be involved with their husband's hobbies.
Others, though, might be glad to get him out from under their feet for a day, or so you'd think.
I don't think they are actually, because they tend to rather spend money on a lot of things and come home having bought things they shouldn't have done.
But despite the danger of shattering domestic bliss by blowing the household budget on widgets or spigots, both sides would probably agree that to create something this special takes a whole lot of that.